TODAK wants to do. So once again, let's have a recap of the compositions with RSG looking for some big combinations to pick off their opponents and eventually crush them by the mid-game. If you look at TODAK, great curve here from early to mid to late. The team fighting is going to be top-notch, and if it makes it to the late game, they have so much scaling to work with them. It's time for the first best of 3 here this Saturday as we enter the land of Dawn.
Well, week 3, day number 2, ladies and gentlemen. TODAK versus RSG up on screen, and this is going to be a very, very interesting one because Ling Aza going to be playing on the Karina, dictating the tempo in early stage of the game and snowballing the fight. So if they can get the snowball running up and running, that is going to put a dent into its TODAK's composition. But if they don't, things aren't looking too good for RSG's late game potential.
Yep. Actually, interesting that Moon is willing to sacrifice a little bit of EXP in the mid lane to ensure that Rival isn't going to get slowed down in the jungle. Hawk, unfortunately, couldn't do much about that as Izanami hovers around the area to fight for the Lethal Wanderer. Chains don't land. Looks like this Lethal Wanderer falls into the hands of TODAK. The Iron Hook lands, but honestly, there's no guarantee of a kill. Top side, probably going to be in Formace's favor considering where he's standing. Bottom side, it's a 50-50 here. Popo and Koopa, there's a lot of times where you see Popo and Koopa, it's like, yeah, technically he should be winning the matchup, but with a couple of good shots from a Beatrix, that could turn around very quickly.
Yeah, let's take a look at the emblems real quick. Nothing out of the ordinary, pretty standard coming from both sides, except for both the marksmen going for Weapon Master, where there is going to be a little bit of a difference when it comes to priority, because right now our Momo is going to get dived on, but the hook doesn't connect.
Without that hook, can't do much about it, but Moon unfortunately giving him first blood. Izanami now in some trouble here as the Blade of Tempest comes on through. His rival finds the trade. They back off, and this is a good 1-for-1 for either side here. Both mages paying the price.
Yeah, and I was expecting RSGMI to get a little bit more out of that, but that's the thing about the mages in general, right? Julian isn't exactly the most strongest mage when it comes to wave clears, but Faramis is not exactly in the same boat as well as compared, like you said as well. Lilia would have been better when it comes to wave clear, lane control, and rotations, or maybe even a Yve to a certain degree, but Yve was banned in the drafting stage. So this is going to be helping RSGM set up for the turtle, and seems like TODAK, they are going to be having their backs against the walls once again. Lilios, however, on the bottom, a little bit too low to be called comfort.
Link is already finding the first turtle of the game as Formace is going to be running down HY. HY needs to stay as healthy as possible here. He's got to get ready for the next upcoming fight, and he can't afford to lose pressure as Moon looks to take an ambush angle here onto HY. He's not going to fall for it. He's not going to take a trade, especially against an Esmeralda. He's going to go in and out of a fight like a true boxer.
Well, seems like that is not going to be the case because HY is taking a little bit too much, and he's going to be forced to go back, and 4 Maze will get the full gold plating. Rivals is going to be extending it, hoping to get the pick off the bush. So great game sense coming from HY. But that is going to completely delay his return from the base.
Impatience coming in from HY. However, RSG holding on position. Momo is aware that something is going on here. There is a missing support. There is also a missing mid laner. They've got to be somewhere as they start appearing down. Here it comes. The Numenon Blast is trying to protect his Beatrix. Momo manages to get out as the Cult Altar comes through. But unfortunately, Nibiru's Passion ain't going to do too much. His rival, the Cavalry, is here. Izanami's on the run. The Iron Hook lands. Blade of Tempest to get back out. Almost a kill, but not enough. Enhanced Sword. Moon runs away from Link Aza. Link Aza, is he going to walk in? No. It's a little too late. All the low members have disengaged.
Yo, that is something that I did not expect. Yumski completely saved that fight for TODAK. However, they will lose the lane, but the hook comes in. He's going to be A-okay, but he gets pulled back by the Faramis. And here he comes. Link Aza gets the kill on Yumski, and that's going to be RSG taking full control of the early stage right now.
Yumski sacrificing his life, ensuring that the kill reset isn't going to affect Momo. Now they have to take away this purple buff. Enhanced Chains is going to land. Nibiru's Passion gets blown through. Lolios is kind of low here, but Rival, can he get the purple buff in time? No. Uses it a bit earlier, but Lolios might have to pay the price. Rival dashes over. Unfortunately, it is too much damage for him to handle. Rival goes down, and Hawk takes the trade.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. If he got the purple buff, he might have had a little bit more energy to extend that fight. Taking that risky play is going to put TODAK back against the wall. But Yumski now looking for the Luminous Blast. He sets it up, but no! Momo's side damage. But no, wait a minute! Yumski, he still got the steal!
Yep, Link Aza still doesn't have his Retribution up, and they ended up losing a top tier another one at the same time. Lolio's looking to recover from the EXP lost. However, but looking at HY, he's in a lot of trouble. Forced to flicker on out of there. Wesker deals way too much, and he can't afford to take a death here so early on in the game.
Yo, that was so risky. The Numinum Blast looks good, sets up for the snipe to actually take the turtle, but it's just 1 HP away. And fortunate for Yumski, the beauty about a Lolita's first skill is that it does a lot of damage on creep. So for him to steal it is not that hard, but still, pulling it off, not exactly an easy thing to do.
I mean, it's just good comps coming in from TODAK. They are aware that he doesn't have his retribution up in time. Formace, using the Falling Star Moon. He has no way to get on out of there. He has to use his sprint. Battle Spell already blown. However, bottom tier 2 will fall as TODAK once again playing for the wide strategy. 3v5 here. Numenon Blast coming on through. Unfortunately for Moon, he's going to be going down. Not enough damage to actually save the day, but Rival might be here to clean up the mess. Hawk is so low, but Yumski ends up dying. Rival backs away, unable to finish off the kills, unable to finish the cleanup.
Oh, this is just beautiful work coming from RSG. They take advantage that Rival doesn't have purple buff. They know that he can't go absolutely crazy. He can't exactly split push too quickly as well, just because he doesn't have those energy stacks. And you can see it is starting to hurt TODAK. However, despite all this chaotic win fights that team fights that RSG is winning, TODAK has been able to trade ahead in terms of economy.
Yeah, I mean, they're sacrificing bodies in for the sake of turrets, right? Mid turret could get absolutely shoved in there, and that's what RSG was willing to do. So TODAK decided to throw their bodies into the fire, see what they can get out of it. They were very close to getting bottom tier 2. However, they cannot afford to risk Momo. So Momo is going to be a bit of a liability if he's by himself. The enhanced chains already come out. The Iron Hook comes through from Hawk. The Bruised Passion is already used, but not enough damage has to be done as the Cult Altar protects everybody from sweet death. Moon pays the price once more, but look at top and bottom tier 2s will be falling real soon. Linkeza wants to take out Rival, but Rival doesn't care. He's just going to hold on. Pinch Voice to get out of this tight situation. Shadow Stampede to chase him down, but Formace already leashing the orange buff to speed this up. Next turtle falls in the hand of RSG.
Yep, RSG, they need to snowball a little bit harder, but I can see the setups that TODAK is actually doing, right? They're taking away all these objectives on the sides, opening up the map, but if the Lord comes in and they have more room to work with if they want to go for a little bit more aggression, and this is gonna help them set up for a good fight. All they need is this one big team fight, and RSG has no retreat point, especially when the fight happens in the Lord Pit.
Exactly. I mean, they have 2 sprints to work with. They've got Rival playing on his comfort pick of Ling, who's really great at chasing people to the ends of the earth. And the gold lead is still in TODAK's favor despite the number of kills that RSG is willing to get.
Yep. Speaking of itemizations as well, we do see Linkeza still going for the damage build, not going for the traditional tanky playstyle, which is kind of off meta now. And RSG, they're struggling to clear the minions, and on the bottom side, TODAK, they're just going to try and breach tier 3, and the rest of RSG, I don't think they can trade efficiently, but at the same time, minions, not going to be enough. So that is going to be the tier 2 potentially down from the side of RSG up top, and it is going to get taken now.
Yep, Popo and Koopa speeding things up here. No enhanced chains now, as the rest of the team is pressing their advantage here. TODAK understand, hey, we're trying our best to try and pull attention away from RSG, but now they flicker on for the Bloody Hunt, going to be landing on towards Formace's side. It's going to be huge chains as they already find, but the Cult Altar is down. Numenon Blast hits all 4 members, but it really doesn't matter. TODAK is just waiting out the clock. Izanami ends up dying to Ling. Rival still lives with the help of Yumski, but Momo in trouble as HY chases, unable to finish off the kill, misses the KO strike, and TODAK walk away with HY skull.
Oh, this is so hurtful for RSG. If HY survived that, or maybe even got the kill, they could have scaled into a Lord Pit immediately, but because he lived, this puts TODAK in a situation where they can still contest, and you can see the struggles that they have to go through. They've got the CCs, they've got the AoE, but the Cult Altar completely stops them in track every single time, and Moon is in a position where he can't exactly set up for the team because of how the nature of Julian's to be playing in the team fights, and once the Cult Altar comes in, none of his combo matters until the Cult Altar comes down.
Truly, it truly doesn't. And I think that TODAK understands the strength of the Cult Altar as well. But now, look at the way that they're playing. They're looking to crack open this tier 2. They're willing to give away the first Lord to RSG MY, knowing that it's not Luminous just yet. They need to back off here, but instead the Cult Altar is present. It's going to be Yumski, the first to go down. Momo's in trouble as Link Aza, HY get on top of him. Rival tries to attack the backline, but it's too late. Now Formace in trouble. They try to run away. Julian ends up falling to Link Aza, and Formace the next to fall. This could be it for RSG MY. If they can crack open an inhibitor turret, this game has been cracked wide open for RSG.
Yep, RSG looking stronger than ever, and TODAK can't exactly do anything about the Cult Altar, and that's the downside of their composition, right? They need to take those engagements, and if they do not take it and play counter defensive, RSGMY is going to completely walk over the park just because of how much sustain they have.
RSG decides to take a quick buck here with the mid tier 1 as well as tier 2. However, they do mess up a little bit of their synchronization of the waves, which is actually a little bit better for TODAK's side. When we're talking about wave clear, I don't think they have the greatest wave clear in comparison to RSG MY. Unfortunately, they do have to walk up a little closer than they would like to be. And with the threat of that Iron Hook coming in from Hawks Franco, it could be scary stuff.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be scary as well. The biggest question and threat as well is going to be Link Aza 8-0-2. And knowing that he can go for those Shadow Dance, TODAK don't exactly have the burst potential with which we used to see in those traditional mage compositions. Julian has been oftentimes getting punished and jumped on time and time again. Moon hasn't been able to do what Moon does best throughout the entirety of this game just because of how the Cult Altar, the Bloody Oath just completely marks him. And every single time RSG, they start a fight, they always prioritize and taking Moon out first before focusing on the rest, knowing that Momo, Rival, and also Yumskis is not going to be able to do too much against the Karina.
I mean, the temp HP coming in from the Cult Altar just kind of says it all, right? I mean, Link Aza, he sees, oh, a melee character who reuses all of his spells and then has to wait for the cooldowns. We can look to punish Moon as much as we can. HY going to be starting off that fight, but they immediately find the pick on towards Esmeralda's side. Numenon Blast comes on through as well. Cult Altar breaking for 2 of their members as Yumski tries to hold on strong, puts up the Guardian's Bulwark, but still dies at the end to the Shadow Dance as they run on for Farm is able to find Julian as well. A 3-for-0 trade for RSGMY.
Oh, this is dirty coming from RSGMY. They've got the Winter Trunken suppressed as well just now. TODAK just completely can't do anything about this. This is a complete outdraft, and RSG, they're going for the Swamp Momo. They get the shot in, but at the same time, what can they do? And that is going to be a wipeout, and RSGMY might be taking game 1, but Formace is trying best to defend. I think this might be it. Wait a minute. They've got the minion clear, and they somehow defend against this. It's not over yet.
What a huge turnaround for TODAK's side. Unfortunately, the minions spawn, pushing it out. They did not finish it in time, and that's going to be a complete wipeout. TODAK come back from the brink of just losing the game.
Yo, that was so risky, but TODAK, they somehow pulled it off, but it's still going to be a very, very difficult one. Rival is going to be back in 1 second, and RSG is already in track to try and contest the Lord. TODAK, do they want to force the fight? Seems like they are going to try to take an issue. Cult Altar between both the tank and the mage, but they don't have the damage. But here comes Link Aza. He goes in for the finish. Yumski needs to make a run for his life, but he's not going to be able to do much. And Link Aza, the backline, two-shot Momo, and Link Aza is finally taken out, but at what cost? The rest of TODAK are down. Formace left alive. He's getting completely kited, and look at RSG. They don't care about him. Lolios is just going for the throne. Formace doing what he can, but he cannot do anything as Loleo takes the crystal for RSGMY.
That's game 1 for RSGMY. What a game that was. Link is showing that he knows exactly what he is doing.
Oh, what a game. What a way to start the day.